Hello, I'm Officer David Causey, the Community Relations Officer for the University of North Texas Police Department. And today I'm going to talk to you about campus safety and personal awareness. So just a little bit to get us started about the department. We are set up into three different units. First, we have our Field Services Unit, which patrol campus 24/7, 365 in marked vehicles, on bicycle, and by foot patrol. They handle calls for service, arresting suspects, traffic enforcement, report writing, and preliminary investigations. Then we have our Investigative Services Unit. There are detectives that work with our officers, other departments, and the district attorney's office. They collect and preserve evidence, interview victims, witnesses, and suspects, and complete the forensic examination of crime scenes. They obtain warrants and provide further investigations. Then we have our Support Services Unit, which has our dispatch, which also operates 24/7, 365. Also, within the Support Services Unit is our Training Department, as well as our accreditation, community relations, and technical services. UNT's enrollment consistently puts us in the top 10 in the state, and about half of our department are UNT alumni. So personal safety starts with you. And our number one goal that we always push towards people is to trust your instincts. If something feels wrong, it feels wrong for a reason. If you feel like someone's following you, they probably are. Make sure to get yourself into a safe area. So again, trust your instincts. If something feels wrong, get yourself away from that situation. Don't just ignore it or try to rationalize it. Make sure you make eye contact with anyone in close proximity to you. If somebody's coming towards you and you make eye contact with you, it does a couple of things. It lets them know that you see them, and if they do start to try to cause some type of harm to you, you can holler out, you can scream, you can call 911. If you're unable to call 911 yourself, by yelling help and things, is a greater chance for someone to be able to hear you and maybe call 911 for you. And in the very least, you'll at least be able to give a good description of the suspect. Make sure you're aware of your surroundings for the same reason. Walk in groups if possible. Avoid secluded places. Discuss safety with others, and then create a safety plan at home. Make sure that you pay attention to campus eagle alerts. Wear clothing, shoes that allow you to move freely. So if you are to have to fend off an attacker or to be able to run or move freely, that's why you want to wear those. Limit the amount of cash and credit cards that you carry. We're often asked, how much cash should I carry? And really the answer is how much you're willing to lose. And the reason that we say that is if your credit card is lost or stolen, you can call and report that, and you are most likely not held liable for any fraudulent charges. The same cannot be said for cash. If it's lost, it's lost, it's gone. Stolen, it's gone. When we talk about credit cards, limiting the amount you carry, it's really for two different reasons. First, if you have, say, 5 or 10 credit cards in your wallet, and your wallet's stolen, are you going to remember each one of those credit cards, who was there, like which cards were there, for you to be able to call and cancel those cards? And then also, if your wallet or your purse or whatever is out and somebody steals one of your cards, are you going to realize that card is missing? Until, is it going to be until you get your statement in that you're going to realize that card is missing? Make sure that you avoid using the ATM alone at night. And then make sure you carry your ID with you, but not your Social Security card. If you have your ID and your Social Security card with you, then they're going to have your name, your date of birth, your address, and then your Social Security card or Social Security number as well. So that will give them basically everything that they need to open a line of credit under your name. And then remember that no property is worth your life. So some security tips: make sure that you lock your room, your apartment, or your house at all times. Whether it's day or night, whether you're there or not, make sure that you keep that door locked. Look through your peephole or ask for ID. I always say look through the peephole or through the side window. If somebody says that they're there from, say, Denton Municipal Electric or whoever it is, look, see if they're wearing a shirt that says that on it, maybe has their name on it. Are they driving a vehicle that has that? If their vehicle's visible for you, you can always get their name and then grab your phone, do an internet search for whatever company they say they're with, call that company and verify that this person is supposed to be there. Make sure you do all of this stuff before you allow them into your house, before you open your door. Again, that comes back to be careful who you allow into your home or vehicle. Even if it's somebody that you know, I recommend having, when you're meeting with someone, meet with them in the lobby of the dorm. If you live in an apartment, maybe the clubhouse of the apartment, if it's available. If it's not, that go to, say, the library, the union, maybe a restaurant, something that's open 24/7 in the public. Don't allow somebody into your area. Make sure you lock your vehicle, secure your vehicles or your valuables out of sight. Do not leave personal property unattended, and lock your bike with a U-lock or a chain. You don't want to use the real thin cable locks. You want to make sure you use a U-lock or a heavy-duty chain. We talk about personal property unattended. Make sure you don't just leave it out, even if it takes you, 2 or 3 minutes to, say it takes you 2 minutes, 3 minutes to run to the restroom. It would only take somebody less than 30 seconds to steal your laptop and your charger. So you're really putting yourself at a risk. So make sure you take the time to grab that stuff, take it with you. Make sure you secure your valuables out of sight. If you leave stuff either, whether it's at home or in your car or wherever, and they see something valuable, it gives a would-be thief reason to try to gain access into your area. So always have your cell phone with you, and make sure it's charged. Use your cell phone as a lifeline. So make sure, think about it that way. Be aware of your surroundings. Listening to music or talking while you're on your phone can distract you from what's going on around you. So make sure that you don't get too involved in what's going on your phone. Make sure you pay attention to what's going on around you. Make sure that you do not text and drive or walk and text. And be careful what you share on social media. So some road tips. For our pedestrians, make sure that you're crossing the street at crosswalks. For our cyclists, pay attention to stop signs and signals. Make sure you follow the rules of the road and cycle with the flow of traffic, and use your hand signals. And if you're walking, make sure that you're facing traffic. For our drivers, beware of pedestrians and cyclists, and speed limit on campus is 20 miles an hour, and it is enforced. So if you are working late or if you're studying late, make sure that you let somebody know. If you can work late with a coworker, do so. Maybe plan, like if you've got, day that you need to work late, get some stuff caught up. Maybe see if you can plan that day with another coworker if they've got stuff they need to get caught up on, so you guys are working late on the same day. Same if you're studying late. Maybe see if you've got a friend that can study with you late. Maybe somebody in the same class or something like that. Keep business and personal valuables secured and out of sight. So while you're at work, make sure you kind of keep your desk clean of all your valuable items. Keep them back, keep them locked away in a cabinet or a drawer or something like that. Vet strangers and don't let them wander. If somebody's walking around your office area, you can, just contact them and say, hey, how are you doing today? Is there something I can help you find? There's someone I can help you find. There's something I can help you with. Just kind of letting them know that you know that they're there and you're paying attention to them. And then reporting strange or alarming behavior. So while you're working on campus, know your emergency evacuation plan. Keep emergency numbers near your phone. If possible, wear an employee ID so everybody knows who should be there. Be cautious of isolated areas. Report poor lighting to facilities. That's also as far as like trees, shrubbery, anything like that you feel kind of makes it difficult for you to be able to stay safe or see well. Make sure you report those. In your residence halls, make sure you always lock your doors, secure your windows. Never prop doors open. I know it's difficult walking in and out of the doors. If you've got a lot of stuff to carry, not to have that door propped open. But remember that we want to keep only those people that we want inside the dorms, people with allowed access. We don't want just anybody to be able to have access there. Do not loan your room key to anyone, and use the peephole to ID visitors. Same thing. Don't open that door unless it's somebody that you know and that you completely trust. Don't let strangers in your room. Same kind of thing. I recommend that you meet with people in lobbies or in other public areas. Talk with your roommates or your RAs about evacuation plans. Know what the plans are. Know where you go, which hallways, things like that. Remember, you're not going to want to use elevators, so make sure you know where those stairwells are, things like that, and how to get out of the building the quickest. And then make sure you know where you're supposed to meet up with. Make sure you have your personal items of value, have your personal ID, such as your driver's license number, engraved on them. If you want to do that, come up to the PD. I'll engrave cell phones, laptops, bikes, any kind of thing like that. If you have like a big TV and you're like, man, I don't want to bring that up to the PD, give me a call. I'll come to your residence and I will engrave it for you there. Come up here also if you ride bike. bring your UNT student ID, your driver's license or state issued ID, and your bike. I'll flip your bike over, I'll engrave your driver's license or state ID number on the bottom of it and give you a free U-Lock, which is courtesy of the We Mean Green Fund. So walking on campus, tell someone where you're going and when you're leaving and returning. Just let them know that a certain time to expect you back, so they will be able to follow up if you're not. Don't wear headphones or use your phone. It can be a distraction, kind of like we talked about before. Use that phone as a lifeline. Don't let it distract you from what's going on in your surroundings. Learn campus routes and stick to familiar, well-lit areas. There may be, once you get to walking around campus and you know where you're going, you may see there may be some areas that that are like a little bit of a cut through, get you through a little bit earlier. But the problem is that that's not a well-lit area. You want to make sure you stick to well-lit traveled areas. Walk with others, especially at night. Dress sensibly. Make sure that you are wearing clothes where you can fend off an attacker. You can run if you needed to. And then carry your ID in a secure location. So night rides, I'm not going to give you guys a whole lot of information about it because it tends to change some each semester. But if you call 940-565-3014, you can contact Transportation Services and they'll be able to give you more information about it. That's again one of those things that you want to call about ahead, kind of figure out what you have to do for it, hours, things like that. So when you need it, you're prepared to use it. If you're being followed or in danger, I would really rather you go into a public building that's well lit, but we do have emergency phones around campus that you can use. They're right here. So if you push the red button, it'll automatically activate a two-way call with our dispatchers. This blue light will start flashing. And then an officer is automatically sent to you. All right. So parking lots and vehicles, make sure you park in well-lit, easily viewed areas away from vans or big vehicles. The thing about that is you just want to be able to have a good field of view around you whenever you're leaving your vehicle or you're coming to it. Make sure you keep your valuables out of sight. Keep them in the trunk or underneath the seat. Make sure you tuck them in good, hide them well. Secure all doors and windows. A majority of the car burglaries that we have are unsecured vehicles, so make sure that you are securing your vehicle. And then check the area when leaving and check inside your car upon return. Keep your hands as free as possible. You don't want to have a whole bunch of junk or clutter in your hands when you're getting to your car, so you can open the door, get right in, and go about your business. Walk with a purpose and maintain eye contact. If you see somebody, maintain eye contact with them. Just a notice to say, hey, I see you. Have keys ready upon return, so you don't want to get to your car and then start digging through your purse or your backpack or something like that. So make sure you already kind of have that out. And then keep vehicle maintenance. So if you get in your vehicle, you're not as concerned about a dead battery or low tire pressure, something like that. And then don't leave your car in the lot for too long. Same basic thing. You want to make sure that your car is up and running good and that everything works well. And then once you get to the car, leave immediately. Don't sit in your car and get on the phone or start texting or start checking social media. Go ahead and get on it. Get in your car and then go ahead and go. Sitting there, because it's the same thing, you're generally not going to be paying attention to your surroundings, and it's a bigger chance someone is taking advantage of that. So if you are attacked, know your abilities. Use your fighting instincts. Run, scream, kick, hit, bite, etc. If an attacker has a weapon, do not resist. Give up your property. File a report or tell someone you are not to blame. Hopefully this semester we'll be able to offer some of our self-defense classes. I usually try to have 2 of those a semester, each long semester. If you follow us on Facebook or Twitter at UNT Police, I will post those as soon as I get them scheduled if we're allowed to do those. If you feel unsafe, leave the area and call 911. So in the event of a sexual assault, we encourage you to file a report or to tell someone, and remember that you are not to blame. Trust your instincts. If something feels wrong, leave. If someone is pushing you into something that you don't want to be a part of, leave, get out of the area and call 911. Drugs or alcohol can compromise the ability to make good decisions, and secluded and isolated places can be ideal places for attack. So that's one reason I always say, if somebody wants to meet with you or talk with you, do it in a lobby, do it in a public area. Don't do it in your room or allow somebody in your room. If you're with a date, acquaintance, friend, or someone you know, make sure both parties establish interest and limits and communicate them clearly. Make sure others know that you're out with someone and where you'll be. And then remember, anyone has the right to say no at any time. So active shooter, we have a complete 1.5-hour active shooter class that's on our YouTube account. But this is just kind of a short run through of it. We do teach what the federal government follows, which is the run, hide, fight. So run is always considered to be your best option if you can do so safely. If you're not there, then you can't be a victim. But hide, you may not always be able to run. So if you're in an office and the shooter's in the hallway, you're not going to be able to run out into the hallway. So we say hide. With the hide, shut the door, lock it if possible, and then you start throwing some furniture and barricading it up and get back to a back wall and get yourself down low. All you're trying to do when you hide is to delay or deny access to you into your room. With the fight, that is the last resort. Again, if somebody's out in the hallway, you're not going to bring the fight to them. You're waiting for them to come to you. Again, as a last resort. So say that you're trying to barricade yourself within that room and they're still pushing into it, and maybe a chance that you have to fight. And so with this part of the fight, it's, what do you have that you can use as a weapon? Whether it's a pen, whether it's scissors, stapler, what do you have at your disposal? And remember, it's you versus them. Other tips is you can, again, you can watch our full active shooter response class on YouTube. You can let me know towards the end there. There'll be my contact information, and I will do the active shooter class for you guys, just that. And you can also visit us, or for UNT, excuse me, you can call or text 911. So some self-defense resources. There's some different resources that are available. One of my most recommended is the flashlight. The reason I say that is because we talk about making eye contact with people and being aware of your surroundings. If somebody's coming towards you, the idea is that you can shine a flashlight, or if you see somebody, you can shine a flashlight at them. And it's kind of that recognition that, hey, I see you. And then that way, if they do start to try to cause you any kind of harm, again, you can start calling for help. You can call 911, you can scream for help. And in the very least, you'll be able to identify the suspect. With pepper spray and tasers, my concern always is having that stuff used against you. With pepper spray, a lot of times it's a mist to it. And so if somebody's going to attack you and you spray them with pepper spray, you're probably going to get at least some on you, some of that blowback. And to me, I don't want you to be in that position where someone's trying to attack you. They're a few feet away from you, and then you both have pepper spray on you, and it's harder for you to react at that point. So drinking safety, while you're out, make sure that if you're in a group of 3, you go out in a group of 3, you come home in a group of 3. Everybody take care of each other. Make sure that you don't leave any drinks unattended, and don't accept drinks from someone you don't completely trust. And know your limits. Don't overdo it. Using a ride share, make sure that when you are requesting your ride share, that you're doing so from inside. Once the ride share arrives, go out, make sure that the license plate match, the vehicle matches, the driver matches. Make sure all of that matches before you get in the vehicle. And then we always go back to it. Use your instincts. If something feels wrong, call 911. So UNT's Emergency Management and Safety Services program coordinates safety efforts across campus. One of the best ways to contact with them is at Mean Green Ready on Facebook and Twitter, and then also their Mean Green Ready app. It's got weather updates, evacuation routes, AED locations, emergency phone locations. It's got a lot of great resources, so it's a great app to download. So next steps to take: direct, delegate, distract. So we talk about direct. Bystander confronts the situation directly. Definitely be very careful with this, because you don't want to put yourself in danger as well. Delegate, bystander enlist some help, friends, coworkers, UNT community member, UNT police. Call somebody, get help, get somebody else there. Distract, bystander cause a distraction to diffuse a situation and give them a moment for things to calm down. So accidentally spill a drink or ask someone to borrow a cell phone. Sometimes just that break attention will help. So how to be a good witness: give us specifics, location, type of incident, direction of suspect headed, picture with your cell phone if it's possible. With your location, make sure that you're very specific with it, whether you're at the Union by the bus stop, at the Union by the Library Mall, Union by the Scrappy statue off of Highland. If you're in the Union, are you by the information desk? Are you by the food court? Are you down by the post office? Where in the Union are you? Because remember, this is a large campus with large buildings, so we want to get, if you just say the Union, that's a lot of area to cover. So we want to be able to narrow that down so we can get you help as quick as possible. When you're talking about a person description, take a top-down approach. First is race and gender, and then just kind of a head down. So for me to be white male, say short brown hair, beard, wearing lots of blue, right? So just that top-down approach. I don't need to know, anything specific of what brand of shirt or what it says on it, unless that whatever it says stands out, but just a good general description. And then anything that stands out specific, say they have a limp, or maybe they have tattoos or something like that, or a big scar, something that's going to separate that person out from everyone else. When you're talking about vehicle description, license plate is a great thing because it will get us the registered owner. But if I'm out looking for a vehicle right then, I would like to know that, if you can give us a license plate and let us know that it's missing the rear bumper, something like that, all that stuff, anything that, again, makes that car stand out from any other vehicle that I'm looking for that time. So how and when to contact. In an emergency, a life-threatening or immediate danger situation, please call 911. Again, you can also text 911 in Denton County. Your first text to 911 should be the location and the emergency, the type of emergency. For a non-emergency number, you can report a crime that's already happened or seek guidance at 940-565-3000. You can also visit our website at police.unt.edu. For anonymous tips, call Crime Stoppers at 369-8477. If you want to fill out an online crime report, if you want to view daily crime log, if you want to see some of our different safety programs, anything like that, again, police.unt.edu. If you want to come in physically to our office, our lobby is also open 24/7, 365. Say if you need to get a bike engraving or if you need to dispose of any old medicine, come to the Sullivan Public Safety Center, 1700 Wilshire. It's over by Mozart Hall. So these are some of the free safety programs that we offer. Again, I'm not sure how a lot of this stuff is going to work during this next semester. Whether if you want it in person, if you want a one-on-one Zoom meeting, if you want to Zoom with a whole group of people, whatever it is that you want, let me know. I will make it happen. I will do my best of my ability to take care of you guys. I'm going to work on making some more of these programs. If there's something specific that you need, please reach out to me, let me know, and I would greatly appreciate it. I want to help you guys out and do everything I can for you, okay? So if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call. My office number is right here at 940-369-7691. And you can email me at david.causey@unt.edu, or you're more than welcome to come up to the PD and see me, give me a call, whatever you guys need. If you're thinking of anything, if you have any questions, anything at all, please, please, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm here for you guys. I want to help you out. Thank you so much. Have a great day and go Mean Green.